Hello, hello everyone. Hello, I'm here. Can you all see me and hear me? Okay. Can you all see me and hear me? Hi, Pomarańczka. Hi, Rita. How are you doing? How are you? Let me know. Hello, Katarzyna Rutkowska. Lovely name. How are you doing? How is everyone? Hello, Oscar Caluzzi again. I'm doing very well, thank you. Fantastic. Okay, it's so nice to be here again and talk with you. It's like you're my family or something, or my close friends. Obviously, right now, I can't go out and see my friends in real life, but I can sit here and talk with all of you, which is very nice. Rita is doing well, good. Let me just adjust this. Hello, Jamal. Jamal Dioman, lovely name. Hello, Andy from the Czech Republic. Oh, so many different people. Fantastic. Hello, Jamal Jamal is from Turkey. Okay, brilliant. So we have a real mixture already today then. So we will officially start in about 2 minutes. Okay, but until then, we can just chat. So, where are you all from? How are you doing? I'm doing well. I just ate lunch quite quickly, so I'm a bit gassy, I say. So if I burp a bit, sorry. Hello, Worth a Wound from Germany. Hello, Isa. I recognize a lot of people from last week, which is fantastic. From Denmark. Isa's from Denmark. Fantastic. Okay. You know, Isa, I have never been to Denmark. I have never gone to Denmark, but I want to because we have some distant relatives there. We have some family there, but they're not close family, but they are family. So really, I should visit Denmark at some point. Okay. I'm gonna get my tissue out. Okay. What has everyone been up to today? Pomarańczka from Poland. Fantastic. What have you been doing today? How have you been enjoying your Saturdays? Your Saturday, sorry. What have you been doing? I have been sleeping and then I went for a walk. Katarzyna from Poland, from Wrocław. Katarzyna, I have been to Wrocław. It's a lovely, lovely town. I'm trying to remember when that was. When was I in Wrocław? It's a long time ago. I was there over New Year's for an Esperanto event. So yeah, but Wrocław is very nice. Okay. So what have you been doing today? What have you done today on Saturday, everyone? So I have slept. I ate food, obviously very important. I went for a walk in the park and I played some video games. And that's actually something I'm going to talk about a bit today. Hello, Lucille from France. Lucille, which part of France are you from? Okay, Jamal is from Istanbul. That's lovely. Actually, Jamal, I believe on Tuesday. I think it's on Tuesday. The new episode of Easy Stories in English is about Istanbul. It is about the history of Istanbul and how it was founded. Okay, so... hello, Guido. Pomarańczka stood in line for a long time today. Oh, I'm sorry. Pomarańczka, was everyone standing very far apart when you were in line today? Actually, when I was outside today, I saw So there is a small supermarket near where I live, and people were queuing. They were standing in line outside the supermarket. But because the supermarket is so so small, they had to stand in line outside. So it was a very funny image. I'll just show you. Sorry, I wanted to put it on my computer, but I forgot. So here you can see, this is the supermarket. Ooh, here, near my house. Let me make that brighter, actually. So yeah, this is a supermarket near my house, and you can see all the people were lining up outside. Okay, it looked very funny, standing very far apart. So that's social distancing, which everyone, hopefully, is doing. Lucille is from the southwest of France, but currently lives in the south of France. Okay, well, Lucille, I've been to the south of France many times. We used to go there on holiday every year to go camping in Les Dordogne, the Dordogne, as we say in English. And I also stayed in Montpellier for a week when I was studying French in school. We did an exchange there. Oh, and I also did an exchange in Biarritz. So I've been to the south of France a lot, actually. Okay. Hello, Sudha. Nice to see you again. Sorry, let me just catch up with comments. Worth a Wound has also been playing video games. Fantastic. Well, I think right now it's honestly one of the best things to do. Rita says she's not watching much TV because it makes her feel nervous. I agree. I don't read the news and I don't watch the TV very often. Maybe every few days I check the news. Actually, we don't have a TV connection, so I just sometimes look at the news online. So instead Rita is listening to my podcasts. Oh, lovely. Good job. Exercising and making lunch. That's really good. I have a housemate and we make dinner together. We eat together. It's very nice. Hello, Nguyen. Oscar is watching with his girlfriend, Valentina, from Italy. I love the name Valentina. It's like Valentina. It's just so romantic. It makes me think of a telenovela. I know obviously it's Italian in this case, but it's a lovely name. Lucille is from the Dordogne. Okay, and now lives in Montpellier. Well, there you go. Hello, Elena from Tel Aviv. Hello, Kwang. Yeah, Nguyen, I also prefer watching stuff online than TV. On TV, you always have the adverts and it's very annoying. Okay, that's a lot of chatting. So let's do something a bit different. Let's do something different. So today, I will write any new vocabulary here today. Let me make this a bit bigger so it's a bit clearer. Yeah. Okay, so queue means to stand in line. Queue is what we say in the UK. It's the British word. Okay, so today I'm going to, just like last week, I talked about the slimes I bought. We're going to start with talking about my life. Nguyen. So Nguyen, I live in Bath, okay? I live in Bath in the southwest of the United Kingdom, okay? So Bath is a beautiful Roman town, okay? So today we're going to talk a bit about my life because I am a bit egocentric, yeah? It means I always think about myself. because I am egocentric. It's all about me. I'm joking, of course. Of course, you're very important as well, my lovely, lovely listeners. No, so we're going to talk a bit about my life first, and actually we're going to talk about a video game that I have been playing, okay? And then after that, we're going to do a bit of story writing. So if you were here last week, you will remember that we wrote a little story using some cards from this game. And we are going to do exactly the same thing today. Okay? And then finally, I don't know how long it will be, because maybe you will have lots of questions, maybe you will have no questions, but there is a chance to ask me any questions you have about me, about the podcast, about studying languages. Okay? Nguyen, I'm not quite sure what you mean when you say, can you give me some example with occupied? If you have a question related to like grammar or something, maybe let's do that at the question and answer section at the end. Okay? Lucille has lived in Oxford for 6 months and thinks Bath is a lovely city. Oxford is also a lovely city. Very, very beautiful. I lived there 1 year. It's really nice. Okay, so one thing I wanted to show first, and this is honestly just something I thought was very cute. Okay. Ooh, if I go full screen, you can't see my face, and that's no good. Okay, we'll do it like this. I will make this bigger. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay. So this is something very cute that I saw today when I was walking. So there is a park near my house, which has a lovely, it's on a hill, so it has a beautiful view of the whole city. And on the way to this park, there are 4 streets, okay? And here we call the 4 streets the Poets' Avenues. Okay, because the streets are named after 4 famous poets. So there's Shakespeare Avenue, Milsom Avenue, and I don't remember the other 2. I don't have a good memory. But yeah, there are 4 streets named after poets. So I was walking up one of these streets to go to the park, and I saw this beautiful drawing in one of the houses. So outside the house, one of the children had drawn this lovely message in chalk. So chalk is that it's usually white. You use it to write on like blackboards. Okay, so it's a white stick you use to write on blackboards. But of course, you can also get colored chalk, and you can draw outside, and then when it rains, the chalk drawings wash away. So it's a really nice idea. And this person wrote, I can't actually read at the top. So they drew a heart and then NHS. Okay, so NHS stands for, it means National Health Service. Okay, so in the United Kingdom, we have the NHS, the National Health Service, and they provide healthcare. Yeah, so doctors and hospitals, and it is free. Okay, we don't pay for the NHS. Okay, and of course, right now with the coronavirus, they are working very hard. Now, the reason people are being really supportive of the NHS is because the government has been giving less money to the NHS. So the NHS does not have a lot of money or resources right now. So obviously, it's just a nice message here at the top. of support to the National Health Service. Yeah, so it's a good. Yes, Lucille, it is very old-fashioned to use chalk as a teacher, but in France, when I was last summer, I was in a conference in the south of France, in Agen, and I was very surprised. The conference was in a school, and all of the classrooms had blackboards with chalk. And I thought that was so strange, but apparently in France, it still happens. In the UK, we don't really use chalkboards now. So yeah. Okay, so this child, I assume, maybe it's an adult, wrote this nice message of support to the NHS. And I guess her name is Maud, M-A-U-D. And then she wrote, have a nice day, which I think is lovely, okay? Because obviously, as people walk past, they can see the message and it's like a conversation, but socially distant, okay? So I just thought that was a lovely little message that I saw. Okay. Rita says, we must go behind if we want to go ahead. Rita, I'm not sure what you mean, but it sounds very philosophical. Could you explain what you mean? Okay. So, that was just one thing I thought was nice. But what I really want to talk to you about today is a game I have been playing. Now, the game is called Animal Crossing. You can see it here. And it's a series, so there are several Animal Crossing games. Okay? So this is the new one. It came out very recently, maybe 2 months ago. This game came out, Animal Crossing New Horizons. And it is, honestly, it is the most relaxing and charming game I have ever played. So charming, it's relaxing and charming. Just relaxing and charming, like really, like it's kind of cute, like, it's charming. It really has a lovely style, lovely music, and it really just relaxes you and pulls you in. Okay, so this game, all of my friends, well, maybe not all, most of my friends are playing this, and online on Twitter, all of my friends put pictures from the game, and I thought, I really want this game. I was really, really jealous. I was really jealous. I wanted something that my friends had, but I didn't have. Okay, I was really jealous. I wanted this game. The problem is, this game is on a console. So a console is a system for playing games such as PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. And this game, Animal Crossing, is on Nintendo Switch. I did not have a Nintendo Switch, but I saw all the pictures from the game and I wanted it so much. So, I bought one. And I bought it and just for this game, okay, just for Animal Crossing. And I have to say, I love this console. It is really, really, really good. It's very cute. I love the color. It just feels really good in your hands. And the game is amazing. It's so good. So I'm going to show you some pictures from my game. Okay? So let me just check the messages. Rita says, we must not forget the old, wise, and good things. Okay, so things like behaviors and relationships and lifestyle. If we want to progress and improve our new life after COVID-19, Rita, I completely agree with you. Okay, so I think Rita was talking about, this drawing. I think with the coronavirus, we are seeing maybe more community now than we had before. Certainly, I am talking more with people in my apartment building than before. And I really think we are very isolated in our society now. Isolated means alone, okay, apart from others. So I think in modern society, we are often very isolated. We often don't have a lot of connection with the people around us. Yeah, we don't talk much with our neighbors. We don't talk to people on the street. We don't talk to people in the shop. We keep our distance. We put on headphones and we maybe ignore the rest of the world. So hopefully we can learn from the experience with COVID-19 and get better. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Thank you for pointing that out, Daniel. Yeah. No, I need to move the... I need to move this a bit. There we go. Now you can see it all. Thank you for letting me know, Danielle. Okay. Quang also has a Switch Lite. Okay. Quang loves Doggo and Kitty. Those stories. Thank you. I love those stories too. Okay, so I'm going to share some pictures with you from me playing this game. Okay, now I really am loving this game. It is so relaxing. I sit, because basically in this game, the idea is you are on an island, okay, and you have to build a home, and you can collect insects, you can catch insects, you can catch fish, you can make furniture, you can make friends with the other people on the island, you can have events. It's just a really lovely world where everything is nice. Nothing bad happens in Animal Crossing. Everything is lovely and everyone is kind, and it just is so relaxing. You can just go around on the island and pick flowers, and yeah, it's great. Okay. So here is my character. Here you can see she has a funny hat and a funny dress. So because Easter is soon, there is a special event. Okay. So Easter is a Christian holiday celebrating the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Okay, so he died and he came back to life. He was resurrected. Okay, so Easter in other languages, it's like Pascua, and so on. Okay, we celebrate Easter by eating chocolate eggs. Okay, or at least in the UK we do. And Easter is quite soon. Is it next week? I think Easter is next week. I am not very religious, so I don't really know. Okay. It's the 12th of April. Yes, exactly, Rita. Thank you. You know, it's Easter Sunday. So in a week and a day, in 8 days. Okay. So because Easter is soon, there is an Easter event in the game. So you can collect eggs and you can make Easter themed clothes, Easter themed furniture, and so on. So my character is wearing special Easter clothes, and she is holding an axe for cutting down trees. And you can see lots of flowers and trees. Okay, some tulips here. So I am growing these over time. And in the background here is my house in the game. Okay, so it's really, really cute and lovely. Okay, yes, Rita, you're right. We have just started Holy Week. Okay, so this is the inside of my house. My character is in bed. You can see I have a special Easter bed and Easter lights. And on the wall here is an Easter wreath. Like for Christmas, you have a wreath. Thank you, Oscar. It is a nice house and garden. Okay. So as I was saying before, what's lovely about the game is you can make friends with the other people on the island. So this is one of the people on the island. Oh, and all of the other people are animals. Okay. So this is one other friend in the game, Bill. So he is a duck. And he is really, really sporty, really active. So he loves running. So he's asking if I want to run around with him. Actually, there are lots and lots of characters in the game, and different. So when I played, I got this character, Bill, but other people might get a different character. So it's different for everyone, which makes it very fun. Okay. The other villager I have, the other character is Rocket, who is a gorilla. Okay. I love Rocket because she's a gorilla with a pink shirt, a pink helmet, and pink lipstick. And she loves racing. She loves driving, which I just think is very fun. So this is my favorite villager, my favorite character. Okay. You can also catch insects. You can catch bugs, okay, and collect them. So here you can see, oh, it's a dragonfly. Okay. So a dragonfly is it's quite a beautiful insect, actually. The name in English, I love, a dragonfly, because it just sounds very dangerous, like, oh, a dragonfly. So if you don't like insects, don't look. Okay. So this is what a dragonfly looks like. Yeah, these are dragonflies. And I saw the dragonfly, and it was the first time I saw a dragonfly, so I really wanted to catch it. But the dragonflies in the game are very fast, so I was running and trying to catch it with my net. So you can see I have the net there, and I'm trying to catch the dragonfly, but I am very bad at it. I can't catch him. Luckily, so just to write those words down. So an axe is what you use to chop down trees, and a net is what you use to catch insects. Yeah. Libellule is the name of a dragonfly in French. I love dragonflies. They're so nice, aren't they? Okay. Luckily, eventually, I got the dragonfly. Okay. So, I saw another dragonfly later on, and I got my net out, and I ran after it. And it was a long time running, so I'll just skip ahead. So eventually I caught the dragonfly. Yay! It's a Dana dragonfly. And this is like a joke, okay? You better watch its mouth. Watch your mouth is when you say something bad and you say, watch your mouth. Don't say bad words. So darn is like it's a really, really soft bad word in English. Like we say, oh, darn. It's like damn. So because it's a Dana dragonfly, I'm saying, oh, it better watch its mouth. So the game has lots of silly jokes that are just really, really fun and not serious. So whenever you catch an insect, you get a little joke. Okay. Rita says in Dragonfly, in Italian, a dragonfly is libellula or libellula. I'm not sure which, but it sounds lovely. Yeah, so it's beautiful in every language. Okay. I also... What was this? You can also catch fish. Okay, so you can see here, I get out my fishing rod. Okay, so when you catch fish, you use a fishing rod. Have any of you ever gone fishing? Do you go fishing? Because I have never gone fishing. I have never caught fish, but maybe you have. I don't know. Anyway, I got out my fishing rod and you throw it in the water. Okay, it needs to be in front of the fish so the fish can see it. So now the fish sees it and it looks around it a bit, and then finally it bites and you pull the rod back in and oh, that's an egg. That's not a fish. So like I said, because it is Easter, there is an Easter event in the game. So instead of fish, sometimes you get an egg. Okay. And then with the egg, you can make clothes and furniture like the clothes my character has. Okay. Michał says the word for dragonfly in Polish is not very nice. It is smok. Which I think actually I quite like that, smok. I think that sounds cool. Info Music asks, do I know Italian? Posso parlare un poco di italiano, ma non molto. Sì. I can pretend to speak Italian. I can take Spanish words and make them sound Italian. But yeah, I can't really speak Italian. Maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. Okay. Oscar says, now Valentina, his girlfriend, wants Animal Crossing, but they don't have a Nintendo Switch. Sorry. It's really good, though. You should get it. Okay. So later on, I caught a real fish, thankfully. Okay. So I'll skip ahead. Eventually, I got a real fish instead of an egg. And here we go. You can see it's a loach. A loach is a type of fish. I don't know much about fish or insects, to be honest. All the Italians are saying bravissima, ottimo. Oh, thank you. Italians, you're so lovely. You're so friendly. I can say anything in Italian. You're like, brilliant. Thank you. Okay. I also know some bad words in Italian, but I won't say those. Okay. What else did I do? Oh, yeah. So sometimes you see presents. You can see here there's a present and it's floating in the air. I'll do that again, like on a balloon. Okay, so you have a slingshot. A slingshot is like if you know Dennis the Menace, he uses a slingshot. It's like a gun but for children. So you pull. So you can see here I shoot the slingshot to knock the balloon out of the sky, and then I can get the egg. Okay, so it's like a toy gun that you pull. So you can slingshot things. And you can finally, when you have collected lots of wood and eggs and grass and all kinds of things, you can make things. You can craft things. So craft means to make something creative, usually. Yeah. So we talk about arts and crafts. So it means to make something creative. Okay. So Ah, okay. Elena says smok is a dragon in Polish, whereas a dragonfly is ważka, which I think sounds great. Ważka. Okay. Cam Ngok says, some people believe that if a dragonfly bites your belly button, so your belly button is the bit here, yeah, you can swim. So if a dragonfly bites your belly button, you can swim. That's very interesting. Thankfully, I can swim, and I don't think a dragonfly ever bit my belly button. Okay. Rita says, yeah, we have another language, body language, which of course is a very important language as well. I like to think that I speak body language too. Okay, so here you can see I'm making this little crown, this Easter crown in the game. So I have all the eggs and I put them together and I make the crown, and then it's such a nice crown that I decide to put it on. Here you go. And doesn't my character look cute? And finally, here's a photograph I took outside. You can take these really beautiful photographs in the game. So I have just been playing this game a lot and I really love it. So I really just thought it would be nice to share it with you all. So Nintendo is not giving me any money. So if you want to buy the game, but I won't get any money from it. So I just wanted to talk about it. Okay. Now, let's go back to the document. Okay. Okay. Make myself a bit bigger. Okay. So we've talked about Animal Crossing. I'm definitely going to play it more today, I think. Now we are going to do a bit of writing. Okay, I love writing. We are going to use some cards to do that. Okay. So these cards, they're from a game called Dixit, which I really love. It has these beautiful images on the cards. Okay. So first, I am going to shuffle the deck, shuffle the cards, mix them up. And then I'm going to take 3 cards, and based on those 3 cards, we are going to write a little story. And of course, and of course, you are going to help me. I will be asking you for some ideas during the story. Okay? So, the deck has been shuffled. Are you ready to begin? Louder, tell me, are you ready to begin? Okay, make sure you have your thinking caps on. Yeah, your thinking caps. That means make sure you are awake and ready to write. Andrew says definitely, fantastic, good, Andrew. Who else is ready? Come on, tell me how excited you are. Worth the Wound is ready. Lucille says, let's go. Oscar, yes. Okay, let's do it. So, the first card is this one. Ooh, let me make that bigger. This is an interesting card, huh? So this is a prisoner, a man in prison. But despite the fact that he is in prison, he is smiling, and he has a ball and chain around his right foot, and there is he has marked off some of the days on the wall. Oh, and there's even, what's this on the wall? What is this? It's hard to tell. Maybe a poster. I don't know. Rita says he's in isolation. Yeah, this man has coronavirus. Okay, it's everywhere. Okay, card number 2 is this one. Oh, I love this card. So we have a little island. And on the island there are trees and red flowers and a forest. And the island is inside a giant drop of water. Okay? And all around it are other drops of water. How interesting. Yeah, Rita, it might be a sticker on the wall here. It might be a sticker. I don't know. Okay. And the third card. Let me just prepare myself. Sorry, I don't want to make fun of Christianity. I just need to get really ready because this card has to be really good. I want this to be a really good card. Abracadabra. Here we go. Card number 3. It's a sad shop window full of toys that nobody wanted to buy. How sad. So here we see a little rabbit, a pink rabbit, a car, a stick, I don't know, oh, sorry, it's not a car, it's a fire engine. A little doll, some children's clothes, and an airplane. Oh, so sad. Okay, sorry. I'm feeling very dramatic today. So let me arrange the cards here. And I am going to take a picture of them. I'm very clever. So I'm going to use technology to show us a picture of the cards as we write. Because I'm just that smart. I really am. So just bear with me as I prepare the image. Bear with. That just means wait. I have lots of things open, so my computer is a bit slow. Okay. So I will open the image of the cards here. And then I will... Oh, perfect. And now... Yay! See, I told you I'm really clever. Did I not tell you? I did. I told you. I'm so clever. Sorry, I'm also full of myself, apparently. Where did the other screen go? Oh. Okay, I'm not so clever. Just wait a minute. Let me figure this out. Of course I'm clever. What am I saying? I'm very, very, very clever. But, yes, okay. There, did it. Woo! Let me just make this a better size. Oh my goodness. Perfect. And there it is. I am really clever. Honestly. There we go. Okay. Guido says that this is probably a picture of a loved one, as many prisoners have in their cell, of course. Rita agrees that this third card is so sad. Oh, my heart is breaking. Oh! Kwang asks, do I work for Cambly? Okay, Cambly is a tutoring website. I do not work for Cambly, Kwang. However, I do work on italki, and I will show you my italki profile. I will give you a link. No, I will show you my profile. Why not? So you can book a class. So italki is a tutoring website. And I teach on that. So if you think I'm crazy but you like that and you want to see some of my craziness in person, you can book an online lesson with me on italki.com. Okay, so this is my profile and you can make an account and book a lesson here. So I will put the link to this in here. Oh, and okay, so book a class with me on italki. I will also, oh, don't like that. Do it like this. Yeah, much better. I'll put the link here in the chat as well. Okay, so I don't use Cambly, but I do use italki. Okay, are you ready to start? So hopefully you already have some good ideas for the story. I know I do. The second card is really inspiring me, I think. Okay, let's move this up actually. So, once upon a time, there was a man who was in prison for what? So, now I need your help. Why is this man in prison? What did he do? What is his crime? What is he in here for? Give me your ideas. Maybe he has coronavirus and he licked a door. I know, sorry, this is very strange. I know some people went around and licked things because people are strange. Lucille says maybe for murder. That's going to be a very serious story, Lucille. Maybe for murder. I think there are other options. Maybe he is in debt. Yeah, he is in debt. He took money from the bank and he can't pay it back. Ooh, Rita says he stole a doll from an isolated old house. Ooh, very mysterious. I like that. Katarzyna says he broke the rules of isolation. Okay. I think we are, we already hear enough about coronavirus every day in the news, in family, with friends. Let's do something that isn't coronavirus related. Worth a Wound says he is innocent. Ste Mariani says he catches too many dragonflies. Oh, these are such good answers. Okay, so he was in prison for stealing a doll from an abandoned old house. Now, I know, Rita, you wanted to use this word isolated, which is fantastic. Isolated is more for people. Okay, if it's an old house where nobody lives, we say it's abandoned. Okay, so abandoned house means nobody lives there. Okay, so from abandoned old house. But actually, he was innocent because an evil man, a very bad man, made him steal the doll. Okay. Now I'm just thinking, why did he make him steal a doll? It was a special doll. Okay, so the evil man was a dragonfly dealer. Okay, he bought and sold dragonflies on the black market. The black market is like an illegal place to buy and sell in the underworld. So it's like when you buy things that are not legal, okay? Because in this world, there was a strong drug made from dragonflies, okay? The doll was filled with, okay? So like when you have a stuffed animal, the doll was stuffed with the doll was stuffed with dragonfly powder. So powder is like sugar or salt, yeah, very small, like sand. Okay, that was going to be sold. Okay, so I tried to take all the ideas and put them into one. I don't know if that worked, but I think this is fun. Fun. It's unique. It's definitely unique, isn't it? Okay, so once upon a time there was a man who was imprisoned for stealing a doll from an abandoned dollhouse, but actually he was innocent because an evil man made him steal the doll. The evil man was a dragonfly dealer. He bought and sold dragonflies on the black market because in this world there was a powerful drug made from dragonflies. The doll was stuffed with dragonfly powder that was going to be sold. Okay? So, complicated. Rita says the house is in a faraway place. Okay? Yes. I'm just thinking, when will we talk about the house? I think for now, we need to talk about why is he happy, okay? So, even though he was in prison and he was innocent, well, let's just say, even though he was in prison, the man was happy. Every day, he sat in his cell. So a cell is like your room in prison. Okay. So it's a bedroom in a prison. He sat in his cell and smiled to himself. He was so happy because... And now it's your turn. Why was the prisoner so happy? Ooh, Rita, okay. I love these ideas, Rita, about the crying doll, the other toy. I think if we add this now, the story is going to be too complicated. But there is a delay, so when I say something, I have to wait a bit to see your comments. So I'm sorry I didn't see them earlier, Rita. Okay, so what are your ideas? Why is the man happy? Elena says he made new friends there. Andrew says he had the key to a magic kingdom in a drop of water. Okay. Michal says he eats too much powder. No, this is a good man. He doesn't eat the dragonfly powder. He doesn't take the dragonfly powder. No, he doesn't take drugs. He's very well behaved. He's very good. He does not take drugs. Okay. I think he has a really active imagination. Okay, so he was so happy because he had a very active imagination. When he closed his eyes, he saw beautiful islands covered with trees and flowers, floating inside raindrops. So raindrops is when it rains, the water when it rains. Okay? He could imagine it so clearly that he heard the rustle of the wind. The rustle is like when the wind blows the trees and it goes. He heard the rustle of the wind and the pitter-patter. Pitter-patter is like that sound. The pitter-patter of the raindrops. Okay. And he smelled the lovely flowers. Yeah, and he smelled the lovely flowers in the fields. Okay. Kwang says, you're going to save him from prison? Maybe. Okay, Danielle asks if I can explain the word even. I'm going to put that later on so it doesn't turn into a really long discussion. Okay, so words to explain. I think one of you wanted me to explain occupied and even. Okay, so I'll talk about those later. Let's just continue with the story for now. Okay? Although even though is a separate word. So it has a slightly different meaning. Okay? So, he smelled the lovely flowers in the fields. Okay, so we've got the second card there as well. Now I'm thinking of the third card. Okay? But some days he was, when he closed his eyes, he saw something horrible. What did he see? Okay, so normally he sees this beautiful island in a raindrop floating in the air, floating in the water, and the rain coming down, and he hears the trees, he smells the flowers. But one day, some days, he closes his eyes and he sees, something horrible. What does he see? What does he see? Maybe he sees, I don't know. Maybe he sees a polar bear eating its baby. That's true. Polar bears do that. Rita says maybe he sees a strong storm. Okay, interesting. Any other ideas for what he sees? What could he see? Dragonflies everywhere. Okay, says Chi-Chi. Or is it Tsitsi? Or Kiki? I'm not sure, but it's a lovely name. A scary doll. Yeah, that's good. Like a horror film. Yeah, ooh, a scary doll. That would be picture number 3. Oscar says a dry world without water. Ooh, I love that. That's so mysterious. Okay, Elena says a ghost who reminded him about his past. Let me just, adjust this. Yeah, good, okay. A ghost who reminded him about his past. Interesting. Daniel says Donald Trump. I'm not going to put Donald Trump in the story. This story is a safe place and Donald Trump does not belong here. Rita says a storm and a flying ship full of horrible people. Ooh, okay. Okay, these are also good. Something horrible. The raindrops dried up and the island came crashing to the ground. Okay. The flowers wilted. So wilted is when a flower, it like starts dying. Okay. Wilted and died. And the trees lost all their leaves. Okay. Swarms of dragonflies. So a swarm is like a group of insects. Okay, so swarms of dragonflies flew around and made a horrible sound. Okay. And nasty means like horrible. Nasty men walked all over the ground. Okay, so I tried to combine many ideas there. Okay, it was strange because after all, it was his imagination. And yet he didn't seem to have control of it. So he couldn't really control it very well. It's a bit strange. I like this story. I think maybe I will adapt this story for the podcast. Okay. He wondered, like he asked himself, he wondered if this world was real. But the next day, the water always came back, and the dragonflies and horrible men always went away. Okay? Very mysterious. Okay. Rita says that this dream is like a way to... Could you actually, Rita, could you explain a bit more what you mean with your comment? Because it sounds like a really good idea. So, finally, I'm going to close the window. It's a bit loud. People playing outside, as they should. Just be careful, social distancing. I'll close the other window. Sorry, I am in a strange mood today, as you can tell. Okay, finally, the man was released from prison. Okay. The first thing he decided to do was... What? What was the first thing he decided to do after leaving prison? Okay. Did he... to go and get high on dragonfly powder? I don't think so. To go and ask someone about his dreams, his imagination. Let's say his daydreams. Yeah, so a daydream is like a dream in the day. Maybe he was to go to McDonald's and eat a fat Big Mac. Oh God, McDonald's is closed here and I am very sad. Sorry. I am always thinking about food. To go and swim in the ocean. That's a fantastic idea, Lucille and Ste. Okay. Or Rita, at a certain point he opens his eyes and realizes he was dreaming. Or maybe he realizes that the real world is the dream. Okay, I like this idea about swimming. Okay. The first thing he decided to do was to go to the ocean. Okay. He bought a swimming costume. So a swimming costume is like what you wear to go swimming. And jumped into the water. He swam and swam. Oh, actually, I have a better idea. What are they doing out there? None of my business. So let's say after he was released from prison, however, now when he closed his eyes, he no longer saw the island. Yeah, he no longer saw anything. So the first thing he decided to do was go to the ocean. He bought a swimming costume and jumped into the water. He swam and swam until he passed out. Pass out is when it's like fall asleep, go unconscious, but maybe when you have a shock, you pass out. Okay? So when he woke up, he was on the island in the Raindrop. Okay? Good morning, said a voice. It was... What was it? Was it a person? Was it a talking flower? A talking fox, a wolf, or a frog, or a dog, or a cat? Was it a talking tree? Was it himself? Who was saying good morning? Who do you think? Maybe a talking animal, a talking flower, or a pirate? Why not? Yar! Good morning! Oh, the doll! Oh my god! You guys, this story is so good. Oh, I love this. Okay. It was the doll he had stolen. Okay? What's going on? Said the man. Am I dead? No, said the doll. You just finally woke up. I don't understand. You were dreaming. None of that world was real. Okay? A dragonfly flew and landed on the doll's head. Okay? So the man felt, did he feel happy? Did he feel, so happy, like overjoyed? Or did he feel sad? Maybe there were people he missed in the dream world. How did he feel? What was his reaction? Maybe he felt very confused. Maybe he felt hungry. Hey, I'm always hungry. Confused. The man felt confused, but gradually his memories came back to him. He was no ordinary man in a boring old city who went to prison. He was, in fact, a very special person. He was... Who was he? Was he the king of the pirates? The king of the the Raindrop Island? Maybe? Maybe he was a magician, a wizard. Ooh, abracadabra. Maybe he was a dragonfly. No, I said he was a man, so maybe he's a dragonfly. Oh my god, he's also a toy. When I do this, it's like we have a phrase in English. We say mind blown. Okay? Ooh, what did I do? Come back. Oh, there, okay. Actually, I'll go away. Thank you. Okay, so we say mind blown. So blown means like exploded. Okay, mind blown is it's like a phrase. So when someone tells you something really deep, or you have a sudden realization, you're like, oh, mind blown. Or you can just do that. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, he was a toy wizard. He was a toy just like the doll. Okay, he was a toy wizard with a pretty little purple cloak, a pointy hat, and a lovely fluffy beard. Yeah, fluffy, like nice and soft. Okay. He lived on the Raindrop Island with the doll and the animals and the trees and flowers and animals. Okay. I don't remember one thing, said the wizard. Okay. Why was I asleep so long in the first place? Yeah. So why originally was I asleep for so long? Did I hit my head? Okay. Ah, said the doll. You were asleep for so long because... Why? Why was the wizard asleep for so long? Why was he in such a deep sleep? Oscar, it is a beautiful story. Thank you for making it beautiful. Okay, so why was he asleep? Maybe he had a duel, like a fight with another wizard. Maybe he ate a really big burger and felt tired. Oh, Stair says maybe he drank a strange potion. So a potion is like a magic drink. Like a magic drink that wizards use. Any other ideas? Any other ideas? The box that the island had was broken. I'm not sure what you mean, Yok, by the box. Rita says, I am a magician. Oh, Rita, no. I am a witch. I am too forte, which is Italian. It means I am particularly unique. Well, if you say so, Rita, I guess. Let's say... because you drank because you made one of your potions again. The wizard was always experimenting with new potions, but they often went wrong, okay? And sometimes they had very bad effects, okay? He remembered now. He had made a potion, but it was too powerful. Too powerful. So when he drank it, he fell asleep for several weeks. Okay. Kwang says he took sleeping pills. Yeah, more or less. Same thing, I think. Okay. Okay. So, but I am home now, said the wizard. Next time, I will be more careful when I make my potion. The end. Look, I would love to continue this story, but we have been going over an hour. Okay, so we will finish here. But thank you so much for helping me write this story. This story is beautiful. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to ask you all for a round of applause. A round of applause is when you go... Well, actually, just this. But I like to do a round of applause. So give me and yourselves a round of applause. Woo, woo. Very, very good. Brilliant. Okay, Rita says, Sleeping Beauty in reverse. Yes, exactly. Oh, lovely, lovely. Ah, okay. Okay, so... now we will do questions and answers. Thank you, Oscar, for saying I am a good writer. I love writing. It's so fun. Okay. So we're going to do some questions and answers. So first I will explain these words, okay? So if you have any words you want me to explain the meaning of, we'll do that first. And then afterwards we do questions about my life, about easy stories in English, about studying English and so on. Okay? Let's just adjust the lights a bit. That's better. Yes, okay. So, occupied. Occupied can have several meanings. Okay? Occupied can mean, I believe it was Kwang who asked for the meaning of this one. So occupied, give me the numbers. Yeah. Occupied can mean when a space is taken up. Okay. So the example for that is e.g. this toilet is occupied. Yeah, when you go to the toilet, but someone else isn't on the toilet, they say, sorry, the toilet is occupied. The space is taken. Okay, the toilet is being used. Okay. Or, for example, you can occupy a building. So I occupy my flat because I live here. Yeah. The other meaning of occupied, it can also mean busy. That's the other meaning. Okay. So even and even though. These ones are really hard to explain. So I'm just going to give a bunch of examples. Okay. I'm going to give you several examples. Thank you all for your applause. Thank you, Oscar. Oscar says we loved your last podcast, one-eyed, two-eyed, three-eyed. I love that story. It's a great story. Nyok says my voice is so great. Well, thank you. Okay. You're also kind. Stop. You're going to make me blush. Blush when you go red. Oh, sorry. Oh, getting a bit teary. Okay. Even. So, an example, I have lots of stuffed animals. Okay? This is a stuffed animal. This is Simba from The Lion King. The Lion King is one of my favorite films. Anyway, sorry. I have lots of stuffed animals. I have lions. I have... what else do I have? I have cats. I even have a dragon. Okay? So it's like this, and even this. So it's like a really surprising extra thing. Okay? Or you can say, do you want to, let's say two people are talking. Do you want to go for coffee soon? When is good for you? I can do whenever. I can do anytime. I can even do right now. So I can do anytime, but especially right now. It's like surprising, right? So it can mean something a bit surprising, okay? Something a bit surprising. Where is Alejandro? Alejandro is over there on the other side of the room. I have Takeshi here. Say hello to Takeshi. Sorry, I couldn't be bothered to bring all of the stuffed animals. I have some of them here. I have Simba and Takeshi here. I should show you. I also have a really big pink unicorn that's round. But did I show that last time? I don't remember. Daniel asks, is even like also? Yeah, even is similar to also, but it's like kind of a bit surprising. Okay. And then when we use it negatively, not even, it's kind of like, it has this very particular meaning. So, I'm trying to think of an example with not even. well, it is the negative, right? So you could say, I have no stuffed animals. Okay? I don't have lions. I don't have cats. I don't even have a teddy bear. Yeah, a stuffed bear. Okay? So like here it's like, well, normally you would expect to have a teddy bear, right? Look, most people have just a teddy bear, but this person doesn't even have a teddy bear. Okay, so again, it's a bit surprising. Okay, even though has a slightly different meaning. Okay, even though is like it's so it's like one thing that would normally be enough is not enough. Okay, that sounds very vague. Let me give some examples. So, even though I have many stuffed animals, I want more, which is true. So I have lots of stuffed animals. You would think, okay, Ariel has enough. Ariel does not need more stuffed animals. But no, even though I have many stuffed animals, I want more. Okay? So, or even though, maybe even though I study English every day, I don't feel like I am learning a lot, okay? This might be a feeling you have, right? Where you're like, I'm studying, but I'm not learning a lot. You are. It's just with languages, the progress is hard to notice. You don't know when you are learning, really. It's a bit strange, okay? Yes, Kwang, it's just like saying despite, okay? It's similar to despite. Oh, where's the word? Yeah. Oh my goodness, I just want to get this one letter. Yeah. So it's like despite. Okay. Oh, let's change the font. There we go. Okay. So, are there any other words you want me to explain to you? And if not, what are your questions? Okay, so do you have any other words you want explained, or do you have any questions? Okay, so it could be questions about me, about the podcast, about anything really. I am going to. What am I going to do? Make myself bigger. Why not? Okay. Okay. So, even though, Lucille says it's like even if. Even if is different, okay? Even if is a hypothetical situation, okay? So that means maybe it's not happened already, okay? So like, even if I buy another stuffed animal, I will not be satisfied. Yeah, even if I haven't bought one, but even if I do, maybe I won't be satisfied. Okay. Valentina wants to know the meaning of the expression gone fishing. Gone fishing just means it's a figure of speech. Okay, so it's a figurative expression, so it means someone is away. Okay, so I went to visit Jonathan, but he's gone fishing. Okay, which means he wasn't at home. Okay, so it just means someone is not at home or away. Okay. Rita says, even though the world is upside down, I want to keep going and be positive. Very good example. Okay. Even though the world is upside down, I want to keep going and be positive. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, so Stair wants to know about Esperanto. So you might have heard the episode about Esperanto on the podcast, The Boy Who Hoped. I'll just show it to you again to remind you. So there was this episode, The Boy Who Hoped, where I talked about the language Esperanto, which was designed as an international language for communication. So, Stair, do you have any specific question about Esperanto? What do you want to know? This is the Esperanto flag. What do you want to know about Esperanto? And maybe if anyone has any questions about Esperanto, ask them now. So if you don't know, Esperanto is a constructed language. So it was created by a Polish man in the 19th century, and it was designed to be easy and international. Okay, so I can speak Esperanto fluently. It's not very common. So I will speak some Esperanto now so you can hear it. Do mi parolas nun en Esperanto, ĝi estas bela internacia lingvo, kiun kreis iu juna, eble iomete naiva, pola okulkuracisto en la 19. jarcento en la nuntempa Pollando, sed tiutempe estis en Rusio. La nomo de tiu urbo estante Bialistoko. Kaj mi parolas ĝin dum preskaŭ 11 jaroj. So Lucille asks, where is the language mostly spoken? So Esperanto is spoken all around the world, but there are some countries with large numbers of speakers, okay? And those are Slovakia, Germany, and China, I would say the top 3 in terms of proportion. Obviously, Slovakia is a small country, but there are quite a lot of speakers there. Rita says Esperanto is another utopia of our time. So a utopia, like an ideal dream, right? But maybe not real. Okay. Nyok asks, how many languages do I speak? I speak 7 languages. And this is in order of how well I speak them. So, in order of how well I speak them. So which ones I speak best first. Okay, so obviously English is my native language, so I speak English the best. Esperanto, I speak very, very well because I have a lot of friends and we talk a lot and I read books. Spanish, porque he estudiado mucho español, he leído muchísimo. Sí, que es un idioma muy encantador, en mi opinión. Y sí. I would say after Spanish, Japanese. Then French and German, kind of the same level. I can hold a conversation and I can read books in them. And then Mandarin Chinese. I really only speak a tiny bit of Mandarin, but I want to improve it soon. Okay, so Ste says he will listen to the podcast episode. Fantastic, Ste. If you want to know about Esperanto, definitely listen to this episode. Oh, and by the way, this document, I will put the link in the description of this video after the live stream finishes. Okay, so do you have any other questions about anything at all? Or just maybe some comments? Okay, Kwang says they. Sorry, I don't know if that's a boy or a girl name. Kwang knows Esperanto through the Doggo and Kitty stories. I forgot that I talked about it there. Okay, apparently I did. Nhok, I cannot speak Vietnamese, but I really want to learn Vietnamese. Actually, I have a long list of languages I want to learn. Danielle just asked, do I plan to learn a Slavic language? Yes, I want to learn Czech, okay? Because I know a lot of Czech and Slovak people. I've actually learned a bit. Můžu mluvit trochu po česky nebo slovensky. I really want to learn Italian. I really want to learn Vietnamese. I really want to learn Thai. I really want to learn Icelandic. I want to learn all the languages pretty much. Oh, Swahili. Okay, Lucille asks, which is more difficult, Chinese or Japanese? Okay. Honestly, I think Japanese is much harder in terms of learning to write. No, they're both hard learning to write. I guess, okay, in terms of grammar, Japanese is much harder than Chinese. The grammar is much more complicated and it's very different from English. Whereas Chinese is harder in terms of learning to read and write because there are more Chinese characters that they use. So you have to learn more. Kwang says, I am greedy. Yes, I am greedy. I want all the languages. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Any other things you want to know before we finish? I had real fun today. I had a lot of fun. This was a nice time. Okay. Rita says, bye-bye. Have a good weekend. Yeah, I think we will finish for today. Okay. So thank you all for coming. Thank you so much. You know what? I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. We did a lot of, we wrote a wonderful little story and we chatted and we just had a lovely time. So remember to listen to the podcast, obviously. I think you all are. If you want to know when there is a new episode, go to the podcast homepage and you can join the email newsletter. Okay, so here, if you write your email address and name here, you can join the email newsletter and I will email you whenever there is a stream coming up. If you would like exercises for the episodes, extra episodes, let me show you the page that you'll see. Wait. Anyway, if you want extra content, extra episodes, extra classes, have a look at the Patreon. Okay. There are loads of exercises there. There are, I believe, 4 extra episodes, okay, and they're quite different from what you get normally on the podcast, so they're quite interesting. At the higher level, at $15, you can join a private class and you can go on video and talk with me. There's really lots here. So I'll just put the link for the Patreon in the chat here. And thank you again for coming. I had a lovely time. Have a wonderful weekend. And I think, you know what? I think we will do the stream again next week. Okay. And probably continue doing it because I really enjoyed it. So I will see. Kwang says, I want more stories about Doggo and Kitty. The problem is the stories are in Czech, so I have to translate them and it's very difficult. So maybe. Oscar says, have a great weekend. I look forward to the next live stream. Yes, so I will see you all next week at the same time. I think maybe I will change. I will let you know anyway. Okay, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much once again and Goodbye.